Hi, welcome to Dynamic Mano's blog. I'm Mano today here with you on part 3 in this technical deep dive series on Dynamics 365 Customer Insights. You have your customer data and I'm going to show you how to create rich customer segments so that you can take right action on right customer at the right time. And I'm not going to leave you with that. There's a pretty cool new feature, the insights on your segments. It's part of the customer data platform, the AI capability that's going to give you insights on how different a segment is from the other or what's common between these two segments. Yes, the differentiator and the overlap feature is what I'm going to talk about today. So stay tuned for the rest of the session. Well, if you have watched my previous episodes, you will know that we have completed data ingestion, data unification, and also a little bit of AI and ML for adding intelligence to the customer profiles. And we did create some measures to get some insights of our profiles. And in this session, we're going to focus on creating rich customer segments. Segments at a glance. So, segments can be done based on demographic, transactional, or behavioral customer attributes of your unified customer profile. And this allows you to achieve your business goals with targeted actions like promotional campaigns, sales and marketing activities, or even take action on customer support. Well, Within Dynamics 365 Customer Insights, when you segment your customer data, you will be able to do complex filtering on your customer profile entity and also the graph of its related entities. After you have segments in hand, you can export the segments to take some targeted action, which I specified in point 2. Well, your segments can be static or dynamic, which could be refreshed frequently. Let's get into a demo now. But before that, we will take a look at the prerequisites. So you need to have a customer insights trial instance set up with the unified customer profiles. So for the unified customer profiles, I have already done a detailed blog, the part 1 in this series. You can just go through at my blog here, dynamicmano.com, and once the unified profiles is in place, you could just add some measures, but this is just a recommended one because if you have measures, you can just use it quickly in your segments. Well, we are on the Customer Insights homepage now, where we have some insights of our overall business health with the measures that we created earlier. These are the business measures, which shows the average web purchase and the average store purchase as well. And if you scroll down, you don't see any segments here. And let me show you the customers and let's see what's in there for us. These are the customer cards. If I drill down into one of those, I might see some customer attributes. Yes, we have average web purchase and store purchase. We do have some club points and lifetime spend for individual customer profile. Now let's go create some segments. So when you click new here, you will have an option to create a blank segment, or you have an option to create a quick segment from profiles, the unified customer profiles, or the measures that we have created. So let's start creating it from measures now. Click on this, you will have all the measures listed down here, and note that this drop down is gonna show you the measures that we created as a customer attribute, and it will not show you the business measure that we created for the overall health of the organization. So let me take the average store purchase here, and it's gonna give you a preview of what's in this particular measure. And you can just have a filter here, and we noticed that we had a average value of 138 or something, so I'll just put it as 120, greater than 120, and let me review the count. Wow. So we have 2734 customers who belongs to this particular segments. I call it as high value customers in my business. Well, now I can save this segment. It's loading. It's ready now, and if you go into the details, you will find a timeline and a preview of the customers in this particular segment. So this timeline will show you like when the refresh has happened, and it will also give you the count of the customer profiles pulled into the segment at that particular point of time. So for example, a minute ago this has taken in 1906 segments. Well, so this is the preview, and you should notice that you may not be able to see all the data here. You will be like able to download it as a CSV file, and that can be uh, exported for any third party applications for any other systems. Yeah. Now let's take a look at creating a segment from profiles. This is a quick segment as well. So maybe you can look at your customers whose city is in Columbia, Lakewood. Just review this. Yep, you have just 69 customers in this particular segment. Well, so I'm not saving this. So if you notice here, it's just based on one particular field. So you can't just create a complex query with this option. Now let's take a look at creating a segment from blank. It could be either dynamic or static. For now, I'm going to create a dynamic segment, which is going to refresh every 12 hours. Click next. If you notice, you will have options to create from profiles or measures or even from other segments, and you do have an option to create from individual entities. Select a customer measure from customer insights, and I'm gonna give it a value. The average store purchase is greater than 150 maybe. Yeah. And I'm gonna filter based on the date of birth of the customers. And let me save this segment. The dynamic segment is ready now, and if you click to view, it's gonna be the same as the one that we created earlier, with a timeline and some preview customer profiles. And the cool thing is, this is gonna look beautiful with refreshed values every 12 hours. Now with this, I'm gonna go into the interesting part of this demo today. That's the insights, which is a preview feature. And with this feature in customer data platform, you're gonna get insights about your segments, and it's an AI driven approach. It's absolutely amazing. Click here to create a new insight, and you will see two options here. It's either the differentiators or the overlap option. So what does that mean? So differentiators means it's going to give you a insight about what distinguishes one segment from the other, and if it is an overlap kind of insight, it's going to show you what's common between two segments. So let's start with differentiators now, and I'm going to just select the high value customers and click next. I will select one more segment to be compared with the previous one. So there are some statistics here. It gives you 407 members in this particular segment of customers, which is the 7.6% of all customers in this unified customer profile data. Click next, and it will ask you to select at least one attributes for it to compare. I'm going to go with city, and it's going to compare all the measure fields. I'll just leave it as is, and I'll give it a name and click save. The insights is ready now. Let's drill down to see what's in it for us. Wow, it gives the attribute level insight and a measures level insights, and there's a different score here with a preview. Okay, wow. So this is really brilliant. It gives you the difference in terms of attribute, that's the city in our case, when you mouse over, it gives you the value for individual city as well. How different is the first segment, the high value customer, to the second one, the Christmas promo, in terms of the city. That's our attribute. This is really brilliant, isn't it? Okay, and let's take a look at our measures, and let's drill down into this preview. Wow, so this is just amazing. It's doing wonders on my segmented data with AI capabilities, and is absolutely an amazing new feature. I would highly recommend you to try it out. Now that we have seen what's different between two segments, I am now keen to explore what's common between these two segments as well. So let me just go into the preview, insights, and create an overlap. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing here. Okay, in this case, you're gonna select two segments at a time because you're gonna see the overlap, right? And it's gonna be the same city now. And click next. Well, let me save this guy. Do you think there will be any surprise for us? Well, let's check it out. Wow, looks pretty cool. Okay, so this is the overview. We have 407 members who overlaps with the second segment, the the high value customers. And you do have a preview here. And if you go into the city, you will have a drill down option for individual cities. So you can filter based on each city here. This is absolutely a fantastic feature. Well, and let me change the city now. It's gonna refresh. It's pretty fast as well. Wow, so the split is like for individual segment and the combined segment as well. Let's go into our home page and you will see some segment. Okay, from here also you can just drill down to see the details. So you have an option to download this segment as a CSV file and pass it to any external third-party systems. And the good thing is you do have an option to directly set up some export destination. Like I will show you here. Go to admin and click on export destinations. You can directly export the segments to your Azure Blob Storage or Dynamics 365 for marketing or for sales. Just click on the setup and you will just follow a few steps with login and indicating what what field to be matched with the Dynamics 365 instance, and you will be all ready to go, and you will be able to consume your segmented data there in your destination system. So that's pretty much I have for today. Thank you for being here at my blog today. Kindly subscribe to this YouTube channel Dynamic Mano to get updates on upcoming videos in this series. Stay tuned and thank you.